Well, here we go as we approach what I hope is the last game of our 8th season. There you go, bud. Settle down. I hope it's the last game of the year, that's for sure. See his pool? It's turned into just a giant water bowl. So, Fluffy, what do you got to say, huh? You know, this could be the last recap intro that Fluffy is in. At least live and uncensored. So I'll just let him talk. What do you got to say? Huh? You got any final words? Are we going to win the cup tonight? He smiled. There ain't nothing enough to say. All right, Panthers. Let's do this.
We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Hi, Panther fans. Oh, this needs to end tonight. This needs to end tonight. All right. I don't know about you. Well, watching this now, you're probably not crabby, but pregame, you're probably like, I've had enough of this. This has been a long time, because obviously for us Panther fans, this stems all the way back to last year and the whole run and the whole way it ended in Vegas and all of that. Interestingly enough, what I was thinking about earlier today was that, you know, that final game against Vegas was 9-3, and we never really got a chance to make that right. And now here we go, Panthers. We have a chance to make that 8-1 score right. So Lomberg is in, and Lorentz is the one that gets the boot. Cousins does not see the ice. Hockposa was still on. I'm not surprised about that. Other than that, I haven't heard about any lineup changes, you know, any line changes or anything like that. Yeah, just play your game. Just play your game. We've said everything there is to say. We'll remind Aaron Ekblad that I will hunt you down and I'll tickle you with pepper spray if you go past the blue line tonight. Just stay. Just stop. No, we don't. You're not hitting the net anyway, Aaron. Right? You're not scoring. You're not doing any of that. So just stay back there and play defense, please. Every time that camera pans to the defensive zone for the Panthers, I want to see two guys already back there. They have to finish this tonight. They have to finish this tonight. The alternative is unthinkable at this point. And yeah, it would only be 3-2, but you're going to throw everything at this game, so you have to win this one. Now, Bubba, what are you looking at? What should I give him? No, I'm not going to give him any. No. You know what? No pregame pets for you. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't his fault. But we'll just leave Bubba to be there in the zone. What are we going to see tonight? All right, well, let's talk about this for a couple of seconds. Barkov, you're the captain. You're probably going to be the Conn Smythe. If they win, do Captain Conn Smythe Selke things out there, please. All right? Kachuk says he's going to play his best game in the playoffs tonight. That would be helpful. That would be extremely helpful. That third line, Lundell, Luosterainen, Tarasenko. I mean, they're the only ones that got on the board last game. So just keep doing what you're doing. And that we're especially going to need you guys. Forecheck. Just be as annoying as you possibly can. And then in the fourth line, you got to do better in the circle. You got to do better in the face-off circle. Okay? So that has to happen. And then Lomberg is just going to bring it, brother. Just bring it. Stay out of the box. All right? Just give us energy and fun and excitement. We don't need you, running into guys, and we don't need any of that. Just give us positive energy. In terms of the defense, we already told Ekblad what to do. Montour, Mikkola. Look, Montour, if you're going to miss the net, just why don't you stay back and let Mikkola go up, okay? One of you guys has got to, Mikkola's playing well, Montour is just shoot, hit the net. Just hit the net. I can't complain anything about Kulikov and OEL, so that's it. All right. You guys, like I always say, you guys already know if we won or not. So if and when we do win, it's going to be late. It's going to be late. So who knows how that's going to look. Panthers, my stomach can't take any more of this. Let's wrap this up tonight. So it's 1-0 Edmonton after 1. They just called Mikla for some bullshit interference. The refs are going to call everything tonight, apparently. And so Edmonton will have a full 2 minutes to start the second period. Now, maybe by the end of this video, I'm yelling and screaming that we won the cup. Totally could happen. But it ain't going to happen playing the way that we just played that first period. And if we continue to play like this, we're going to get reverse swept. There's no intensity. There's no tenacity. Did these guys completely run out of gas? Now, what I will say is that the whole shtick that Paul Maurice has as the calm, cool, collective Zen master that just lets the room coach itself, I think it's time for him to pull his head out of its ass. It's time for Maurice to coach the team. It makes for nice, press conferences when you say, oh, it's a great room. They coach themselves. Well, they ain't coaching shit right now, Paul. Another shorty. And the forecheck has basically been non-existent except for the first 5 minutes. And it's 1-0. It's 1-0, but that power play, they're going to have full 2 minutes. If I see nothing about how we're playing that tells me they can come back from 2-0. We got to get a goal. We got to get something going with some confidence. Certainly need to blend the lines up. Anything at this point. Because this ain't working. All right. Let's move on to the second period and have some ice cream. It's 4-2. Edmonton after 2. We need to win this game. We need to win this game. Because if we lose this game, we sure as hell ain't winning game 6. You may as well not even fly. You may as well not even show. You just rest. That said, you guys already know if the title of the video is the Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup. Now, on one hand, if we don't come back and win this game, it's still only 3-2. And yeah, right? When we just showed at the second half of the second period that, we're actually still capable of dominating, but 2 goals, we got to get 2 goals and not give up any. And we have just been giving up too many. Brandon Montour is having a get the hell off the ice type of night. Like, we might be better off running 5D out there. He's having a terrible night. Bob is shaky. Bob is shaky to the point where if we lose this game, I would start Stolars in game 6. That's what I would do. If that is the level at which he is shaky. Not that this is all his fault, but he looks beat to shit. And if we lose this game, I would put Stolars in game 6, because then if you lose, you got home game 7, and there it is, and Bobrovsky's had a little bit of rest. That's just my take. I don't think Maurice would do it, but we switched up the lines. For Verhaeghe up top, put Rodriguez in the second line, and it paid dividends. All right. The the juxtaposition of emotions is just crazy. We can't run out of gas now. We have to find a way to grind this game out. If we can get 2, get it to overtime. If you can win, it's over. It's over. It's a big ask the way they're playing though right now. But let's see what happens. Panthers, At least the season goes on if we don't win this game. All right, so here's what I'll say. This is on Maurice. To me, this is on Maurice. Edmonton has clearly figured some things out, and Maurice is playing his the stubborn card, the calm Zen stubborn card, to the point where he's not making the proper adjustments, or the players are not making the proper adjustments. We still got guys, Rodriguez today, I know he played a whale of a game, but who remembers during the regular season I was complaining about Rodriguez, too many drop passes, or too many cross-ice passes, too many cross-ice passes coming into the zone when it's clear that a defenseman's going to have their stick on the puck. Montour played so bad he got demoted. Verhaeghe, into the belly, into the belly, into the belly, into the belly. Barkov, Kachuk played his ass off tonight. Barkov was not anything special, we'll put it that way. Bob looked shaky as hell. He made a couple nice saves in the third period. Reinhardt has just absolutely disappeared, including just making some boneheaded back passes. So many back passes tonight. And the penalties. We can't stay out of the box. Can't stay out of the box. No, the refs didn't help. They were pretty calling it pretty tight against the Panthers. There was at least 2 icings that you're like, really? That's not icing? But you get 1 goal with the 5 minutes into the game, third period, and this is on Maurice. This one's on Maurice. It's when it has been the same exact shit show since the third period of Game 3. And, I understand his whole shtick is to be calm and to be like, hey, we'll learn. Well, shove your learning up your ass tonight, Paul. You had a full building at home in Game 5, Stanley Cup Final, chance to win the Cup 2 games now. And your team comes out like ass, plays an absolute dog shit start to the second period. And at some point, the calm, cool, collective shtick wears off. It's going 7 games now. And I meant what I said. I would start Stolarz in Game 6. I go back to Bob in Game 7, but I don't think we're winning in Edmonton with Bob anyway right now. I mean, and it's another 2 freaking days of hell. It's another 2 days of hell. I mean, if they do this, if they blow this, the embarrassment factor would be unlike anything I think we could imagine, Panther fans. Not just for the players, but no offense, but screw them if they allow themselves to be reverse swept under these circumstances with home ice. You know. We played well the second half of the game. How do you come out? How do you not come out with the heavy forecheck unless they are just completely out of gas? You've seen Kachuk find another level tonight. Where's that been? Why didn't Barkov have that level? Bennett was okay. Verhaeghe, he's just hitting the goalie. Oh my God, we got to go through another 2 days. Really 3 days, right? Because today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Game won't be till Friday. You know, I'm watching the dog deteriorate to the point where I'm like, I need this series to be over so I can make a decision on when the time is going to be to make a decision for him, if you catch my drift. I need this series to end. So part of my silence and frustration is that. But past that, I mean, now you know, you lose game 4. All right, tough to sweep a team, but this performance on home ice. I mean, I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to look at the comments. I don't even want to look at the comments. I don't even want to hear, because nobody is going to be wrong and panicking, and there's going to be Oilers fans saying, "Here we come, we're going to do it." And I don't have any evidence against that, because we almost blew game 3. We almost blew game 3. And, you know, they're scoring on the power play now. Yeah, Corey Perry scoring goals against us. McDavid, we're just letting them do. I mean, I know it's McDavid. I get it. But we just let him dance right through the middle. I mean, take the freaking penalty. Take the penalty. Knock him on his ass. I'm listening to Kyle's stream. He says we just have to win game 6. There's nothing left to say about this team. It is between these players and themselves at this point. They did all this work to get right back to this moment. Right now, they are failing. Had a 3-0 series lead. And I mean, I wouldn't bet $1 on them winning Game 6 in Edmonton. That place is going to be out of their minds. I would start Stolarz, though. I would definitely start Stolarz. Not that this is Bob's fault, but he looks toast. He looks crispy, burnt out toast. Stolarz didn't look half bad. He looked okay. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? I think, for the love of God, I will say this. Maurice Okposo does not belong on the frickin' ice. He's getting his ass handed to him now. It's a nice story. It's not our frickin' story. We don't owe this guy ice time because we traded for him. Go through the whole year with Stanley, Lomberg, and Cousins. Or Gadjevich. And, you know, there's There's juju that you just don't mess with. Alright. So I did not expect this. I didn't expect the last game, but I didn't expect this tonight. And you don't you got a house, you got a full building. What is it with these fucking guys? How do you do this? I mean, if they can't, the number of, and I don't mean this as for me, but any new fans that they picked up during this run, if they allow themselves to be reverse swept, you could forget those new fans. Because it's going to be, I mean, the memes. We will permanently be memes. You understand what I'm saying? All right, I gotta go save Kyle from the live stream. I apologize. I'm burnt crisp too, so I understand it. We're up 3-0 and you're feeling good, and it's 3-1. But then all these days in between these games, and I'm dealing with the dog, so that's half the reason why I'm burnt crisp. But then just, oh my God! A couple days ago we were talking about who do we think would pass the cup around, and now here we are. Here we are, man. Yeah, we got a 3-2 series lead, but we look cooked. And whatever you would expect them to have had, you would have thought it would have been on the ice tonight, except Maurice is so fucking calm, man. At some point, Maurice, get your head out of your ass just a little bit. If I gotta watch that pretentious bullshit, well, we've learned, and the game came to them, and I kind of like that. Shut the fuck up, man. Somebody needs to rip into these players' ass because you see how they're playing. The Stanley Cup, this isn't hopscotch. You're not playing for jelly beans. Wake up. I get the fact that he likes to hear himself talk, and sometimes I like to listen to him talk too. But at some point, you have to and go coach the damn team. And I don't mean like a life coach, like a sports coach should. You should be. That performance should not have happened. Damn it. So yeah, for me, this is on Maurice. Get this damn team ready to play. Get them ready to play, Paul. Do your fucking job. Yeah. Do your job, Maurice. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.